It's an absolute pleasure speaking to you after so many years. The last time I spoke to you was when Mardani first came out, the first one.
Oh,
And
why didn't you talk to me after that?
I know I'm so disappointed. I'm so upset that I never got the chance.
But are
And
you
today
upset with me or are you upset with yourself?
I'm upset
Or
with
upset with
myself
Tony?
and
Or
Tony
Tony? Yeah.
and the PR teams. I hope they're listening. Please don't distance us in future like this again.
Yes, done. I will be telling Tony if he doesn't let me speak to you the next time.
Yes, please. Thank you so much. You've just made
Okay,
my
tell me.
year now. That's the best thing I've heard so far this year. Thank you so much. So, firstly,
Okay,
I
Fatima.
have to start off by mentioning once again how amazing you look in Bunty and Bubbly 2. The
Thank you, darling.
costumes that you had in the first series, they were a rage. I remember coming to India, and every
Yeah.
single store I went, everybody's like, this is the Bubbly costume that's in now, and everybody was buying them. There were those special short kurtas, and it was
Yes.
a rage. And even now, I'm looking at the trailer. And I'm looking at your
Yeah.
costumes. I'm thinking, oh my God, this is going to be the next thing that everybody's going to go for. Did you ever imagine at the time that the costumes for the first series would be so on trend? But also, do you ever give input for your characters' costumes in films?
So the thing is that when we did Bunty Bubbly 1, we didn't really think that the costumes will become such a big rage that it became eventually. Like it was a pleasant surprise for us that even till date, people talk about the Bunty Bubbly 1 costumes. And it
Yes.
brings me so much joy to know that there were so many girls who actually wore those kurtas and
I
those,
was one
the
of
short
them.
kurtis and the transparent salwars. And I remember at that point of time, I think it was Adi's input to like Aki Narula, who designed the clothes, that this is what he wanted. And I remember telling him that, let's do this collar and let the kurta look like a shirt. And then what Aki did to the clothes, it was like, for like everybody to see.
Mm.
This time around, I actually went to my very close friend Sabyasachi and asked him to help me out with styling Vimi's look, because I knew that the first one was so iconic that the second had to have some quirkiness in it, and I wanted a designer who designs or creates uh, looks, should be able to do something.
Mm.
And Sabya, with his absolute genius, he actually made such wonderful clothes for me for this film that I can only thank him for that.
Wow. And they are
Yeah.
amazing. You look stunning. So apart from the new wardrobe of costumes, what other changes can we expect from Bubbly's character? After all, you're coming back to us 15 years on.
So since I'm actually talking to UK, I must tell this, that the second half of the movie, the costumes for the second half of the movie, which you see in the trailer where I'm riding the ATV bike,
Yeah.
those D&G glasses that I wear,
Oh, yes.
and all of those things are all shopped in London
Oh, wow.
at Harrods and at Bond Street. Okay?
Wow.
Yes, and it was all shopped by myself and my daughter. My daughter was there throughout with me, bringing me the most, I would say, quirky sunglasses. And she got me the shoes that, Mama, this will match this and this bag will go with this, because she's quite a fashionista herself.
Oh,
and yeah, so you'll be happy to know that my daughter was styling me in this film, by the way.
That's amazing. Is she going to get credited for this in the credits at the end?
I don't know. I'll have to check now. Since you've just told me, I better go and ask my husband. Has he given a credit?
I'm going to watch out for this as well at the end for sure.
Yes, okay. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That's wonderful news. So it's definitely a family production here by the sound of things.
In the true sense.
Absolutely, absolutely. So talking again about the first one a little bit before I go into the second part.
In fact, Fatima, now that I'm talking to you, when I showed the film to like Adira, she was overjoyed seeing that part, because she was with me during the shoot of the film in like Abu Dhabi when we went.
Yeah.
And she was seeing those scenes and the clothes, and she was so excited, telling her father that, I chose this for Mama and I chose this for Mama. It was so cute.
How cute. That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is so lovely.
Really
but it must be so amazing for you as well, proud for you that she was involved in this film. And I understand that Vim
Yes.
is one of your favorite characters, so it must be really special.
It is very special because obviously during like Hichki, Adira was very young.
Hmm.
I have a video recording of hers, which I'll show her when she's grown up, where
Yeah.
she's this 1.5-year-old toddler, just about learned how to walk. And I had this screening for her nannies and for my help in the house. And she was watching the film with them, and she was running around the whole movie theater because
Yeah.
she had just learned how to walk and run.
Oh,
So from Hichki and of course Mardani, I couldn't show her because she would get really scared watching me in
yes.
such a stern like avatar. But
Hmm.
I'm just so happy that I got an opportunity to do Bunty Bubbly now,
Yeah.
and she's able to see my film because it's a film for all age groups, honestly,
Wonderful.
and it's a comedy film. It's an entertaining film, so I'm sure that people who take their children along, they're going to have a blast.
Wow, fantastic. I mean, I've watched the trailers, watched the song, I've even watched the behind the scenes, and there's one behind the scenes clip where we get to see a snippet of QQQT from Mahalakshmi. I love it the way you say it, especially when you go hello. Obviously, I can't say it. I'm not like you. You say it amazingly well. So I'm going to be a little bit cheeky and ask you if you can share a little teasing of what other characters we can expect from Bubbly in part two.
I think you'll just like her because she's very real. And I
Yeah.
think that is what I think people relate with today. I think
Mm-hmm.
you will see a girl who has not lost her love of life, her love of fashion, and her constant struggle to create the love and retain the chemistry in their marriage alive even after so many years of having children and having that, you know. So I think a lot of women will relate with that.
Yeah. Fantastic. Now you're working with Saif Ali Khan after 15 years. What do you like
13,
more?
13.
13. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Um,
because Thoda Pyar, Thoda Magic, I don't think you remember that film.
yes, I do
But
remember
we did
that
that
film.
film.
Yes, that
And
was a magical film.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Because I was creating magic coming from somewhere in the heavens.
yes.
Yeah.
And then yes, that was a wonderful film actually.
Yeah.
What do you like most about working with him? Because you worked with him on several films.
I think, you know, the feeling, you know, Fatima, you get when you
Mm.
meet your school friends or friends who you've known for like 15 years.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's the comfort, I guess, Saif and me share because we worked for so many years together. There is a certain comfort that we share with each other when we're on set. And I think that love, respect that we have for each other's craft, I think reflects on screen,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I recall in an interview you saying that this time you were able to relate more because you're both parents now as well, working
Yes,
together.
absolutely. Absolutely. Because the other times that I worked with him, he was definitely a parent, but I was not.
Mm.
So we never had any chats about children. But this time around, we had a lot of chats.
Wonderful. Now, in the first Bunty and Bubbly, we get to see some incredible cons. My favorite one was how you managed to pull off selling the Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
What was your favorite one? Do you have a favorite one?
In Bunty Bubbly 1?
Yes. Unless you want to tell me about Bunty Bubbly 2 as well.
No way. It's just now a
See
few
how I
days.
sneak that in.
I think the con that we go to the hotel.
Yeah.
And then we eat all the free food and we like enjoy the room and everything, and then we leave and we rob everything from the room and go away.
Yes.
I think that has to be my favorite con.
Oh wow, that is a good one, definitely. Kaya Pia, you got everything. That's true.
Or Kiske. How pure Kisko.
Yes, true. Now, you're celebrating 25 years in the industry as well. So congratulations, yes. Massive congratulations, because that's a great achievement.
Thank you.
Do you ever get a chance to reflect back on these past 25 years? And if you do, how do you see your achievements?
I think more than achievements, I think these are memories that I've built for a lifetime in my life. 25 years of so many friends that I've made in the industry, 25 years of having such loyal fans and such wonderful fans of mine who love me, who have loved me through thick and thin. Um, 25 years of learning, 25 years of meeting so many different wonderful genius artists on set, technicians, filmmakers. So yeah, it's been quite an enriching journey for me.
Wonderful. And we've loved every 25 years that you've been in the industry. It's fabulous to have an actor like you,
Thank
um,
you.
contributing and watching you on screen. Every film of yours that I've watched, I've loved. Um, now, I've watched some more of the behind the scenes footage for Bunty and Bubbly 2, and there's one footage where you're giving lots of support to newcomer Shavari.
Yeah,
So obviously, because you've been in the industry for 25 years and
yeah,
now you're supporting younger talent,
yeah.
what advice would you give to new talent who are wishing to come into the industry or start in films?
I think the only advice I can give them is to keep their head down and keep working, because this industry can drive you nuts. And
Mm,
the kind of adulation you receive can really go into your head. So I think what is most important is to be true to yourself, true to your craft, true to your profession, and keep just doing good work. And the rest follows, whether it's money, fame, popularity, all that follows. But what you need to do is work really sincerely.
fantastic, brilliant advice. And obviously, my time's nearly up. So my final question to you is: would you be able to tell us one exciting thing while filming Bunty or Bubbly 2?
Mm, I think the exciting part has to be the fact that I was very happy having my daughter on board with me on set during the Abu Dhabi schedule.
Yeah.
And just being in Abu Dhabi and spending the 15 days that we were there filming the sequences has to be one of the most memorable times that, along with me, my daughters had.
Oh,
Because the pandemic struck right after that. Like we
yes.
came back end of February, and in March, the pandemic struck. So it was the actual last times that we actually went like abroad.
Mm,
So my daughter really remembers the Abu Dhabi trip very, very distinctly.
yeah. Wow. Special moments,
Mm.
absolutely. And lucky
Yeah,
moments just before the pandemic. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure
exactly.
speaking to you, like always.
Thank you, Fatima. Lots
Um,
of love.
and lots of love to you and all the best with the film. I can't wait to watch it.
Promise me you're taking everybody in your family and your neighborhood for the film.
I'm taking my entire news team. We're all going. I said, right, we're all taking a day off. We're going to
Fabulous.
the
And
cinema.
then your news team will
Yes.
take all their family the next day.
Yes, definitely. Don't you worry. I'm going to make
Yeah.
sure they do that.
Okay, darling. Thank you.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.
All the best. Bye.